Hello, parents. Today I kind of wanted to talk about creating a routine at home. And one way that we create a routine in the classroom is through the use of visual schedules. So I am going to talk about visual schedules and just the importance of creating a routine. For any child, especially at this age, it is extremely beneficial for them to have a routine and know what they're supposed to be doing and what is happening next and what their day looks like. The easiest way to do that is to provide them with a visual schedule. So I have visuals that I am providing you guys, and I'm working on adding more visuals. And so you can print them on a little piece of paper. I don't have like my laminator or anything like that right now, and so I'm expecting that you guys probably don't have laminators either, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is we are just going to make it with what we have at home. So I did happen to have a sentence strip, so I used a sentence strip. However, you can just look at their day and glue these down on a long piece of paper. Cut your paper, into thirds and make it one big piece. Or you can attach it to a whiteboard if you have a whiteboard. Maybe tape it on a fridge, something like that. And then there's some options. So with the schedule, what we do in the classroom is they remove their icon and match it to the corresponding location that they're going to. But maybe at home, you tape it. So say I was going to tape it. Then I could tape it on my board. And the first one says morning routine. So that means they get up, they get dressed, they brush their teeth. If they need specific visuals for that, I can provide that. And then what you can do is you can either put a big piece of packing tape down this for them to put a check mark on the actual icon once it's finished, or have them check mark beside it. And then as they do the next one, so then maybe they have a Zoom meeting with Miss Ruiz, so then they do another check mark. Then oh look, you have break next, so they can check for the break. And I kind of wanted to just go over what I have on here. So some of the options are morning routine, and like I said, I can give you specific visuals for that. Just let me know exactly what their morning routine looks like, and I can help you with that. Zoom meeting, a break time. So this is something that they can play with the items that they want to play. We always, like we talked about in the first then board, we want them to do non-preferred activities and then get their preferred activity. So this is kind of another way showing them on their schedule. But you can also make it where it's Zoom, then work, then a break as well. Then I have snack. I added work time. I kind of wanted to space out when they're doing work, but again, you guys, it's your day, so you guys schedule it how you want. Then lunchtime, then a quiet time or rest time, work time when they get back up, then they can go on a walk, and then they can create. So maybe this is doing art or coloring outside. Again, I can give you specific visuals. I also have one for PE, so if you want them to go do stuff outside specifically or sports stuff, I can share that. I will say that these are highly effective in helping the students understand their day, and they will become familiar with the visuals. A lot of the visuals they are familiar with because they do look similar to the ones in our classroom. However, they're not exact. But that is okay. They will learn, and we understand that your home is not their school, so it's going to be hard to make the exact visuals. But this is extremely important, especially if you're struggling with routine or you're seeing more behavior from your child. I definitely encourage you to be using a visual schedule at home to help them understand what their day looks like. And then if there's anything that changes, I obviously glued these all down, but maybe you don't want to glue them down, and that's okay. You can always tape them individually to a whiteboard or kind of halfway attach them to something else so that you can remove them and move them around. That's how they are in our classroom, is they're movable, but they're all individually laminated. So if you don't have a laminator, that might be hard. If you do have a laminator, you can just laminate it like this piece. This is not a schedule piece, but it's laminated. And then you would just attach it with Velcro. However, if you don't have Velcro, because it's laminated, you can just attach it with tape and then remove the tape on the back. Kind of like how I have tape on the back of this heart shape. So I feel like it will make an improvement just in the students knowing their day. And then what you can do is, if you do have these where they're removable, so say your Zoom meeting is removable because you either laminated it or used packing tape to laminate it, then what you can do is, when you are working with them, you can use this visual. First, you're going to do your Zoom meeting, then you get bubbles, or then you get car, or then you get to color with crayons, whatever it is, but have them know their expectation. So a lot of the times we use these visuals that they have in the classroom for their first thin board to remind them, and you can pull out the token board as well to just reinforce the behavior. But I would try that, and try to make sure that they are getting up around the same time every day, that they're eating lunch around the same time every day, that they know what's happening. When they are about to transition, remind them, okay, you only have 2 more minutes and we're going to clean up and do whatever it is. Again, we use it all the time in the class. If you need to, pull out a timer on your phone. It's super easy. You just slide down and then you'll press the timer button and you'll go to timer. And so I have a timer in here for 4 minutes. And so we'll use that. A lot of the times I'll remind them, I'll set a timer for 2 minutes or 1 minute, and they'll hear it beep. So let me show you what it sounds like. I have a timer and it starts beeping, and so they know, oh, our time's up, we're finished, it's time to clean up. I also like using the timers on the phone because, I'm going to show you, you can see that the child can see the time running out. So you can tell them, okay, when the orange is all gone, we are finished. And so this is very helpful if you do not have a timer at home. It will help them understand the expectations and when it is time to transition to the next activity. If you have any specific questions about how to create a routine at your home, please let me know. I know many of you guys are working, and so maybe your routine isn't the same every day, but maybe you make at least their school routine the same. So when you're having them work, having them like creating a small schedule for that period of time for the activities that they're going to do. So maybe they're going to do some writing, and then they're going to take a break, and then, or maybe they're going to wake up, do Zoom, then take a break. Then maybe they're going to do school, and we can just do one school icon. And then maybe they're going to do snack or whatever. So at least if you can provide them some structure during that time, that will hopefully help, especially with, I know a lot of students, they're at home, so they may not want to do school because this is not school, you know, and so that can be very confusing. So if you are having behavior at home, please know that this is a very confusing time for your child. They're not going to understand why they have to do school at home, even if you explain it. Just because of their age, it's going to be very hard for them to understand that they have to stay home because of their safety, and the reasons why they're not at school is not going to make much sense to them. So you will just want to, you know, make it as easy as you can on yourself and give yourself and your child grace, because this is hard and it's confusing, not just for them, but it's hard for you too. So I hope that this video helps. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye.